Crime does not pay. These are lyrics from legendary reggae artist and South African music guru, the late Lucky Dube. May his soul rest in peace. Indeed, crime does not pay. These are words that we continue to spread to you all Zimbabwean citizens. We meet once again on yet another exciting episode of Crime Watch, a program brought to you by your police service, the Zimbabwe Republic Police. In this program, we seek to inform you of our roles and operations, as well as engage you in the fight against crime. My name is Elliot Kanyani. It is always good to have you on board. The Zimbabwe Republic Police members and officers are not only maintaining law and order and combating crime in Zimbabwe alone, but are also serving under the United Nations Peacekeeping Mission banner in various countries where they've been applauded for their professionalism. The Commissioner General of Police, Comrade Tandavantu Godwin Matanga, who was represented by the Deputy Commissioner General Operations, Deputy Commissioner General Levi Sivanda, welcomed some officers who were returning from Darfur on a peacekeeping mission at Police General Headquarters in Harare.
Ladies and gentlemen, we gather once again to welcome home a returning contingent of 9 police officers who were away on the United Nations peacekeeping mission in Darfur. Let me at this juncture take this opportunity to congratulate the returning contingent for a successful tour of duty.
Contingent members shared their experiences in policing other nations.
As members of the Zimbabwe Republic Police, we actually made a realization that besides our duties as peacekeepers, we actually do some social responsibility duties. And one of the social responsibility activities we embarked on is the rehabilitation of a local police station in Nyala. Nyala is an area in South Darfur.
I took part in training Sudanese police, especially in crime investigations, and they appreciated the lessons, the lectures that we delivered.
In the same vein, the Commissioner General of Police also bid farewell to 24 members and officers who are going on a similar mission.
We also bid farewell to 2 contingents, one departing for South Sudan and the other for Abyei. All these efforts point to the Zimbabwe Republic Police's commitment and unbending fortitude to be an integral player and contributor to regional, continental, and global peace. To the outgoing contingent, go ye therefore, rise and raise our flag much higher, higher, and higher.
As members of the public visit our charge offices to report their cases or interface with the police at different fora or other operations, police officers are expected to be courteous, polite, and be of assistance in a manner as prescribed in our client service charter. This week, we saw it pertinent to share with you how you should expect to be served when you visit our charge offices.
As the Zimbabwe Republic Police, we are continuing with our rebranding and re-engagement efforts with members of the public. This we are doing to ensure that we offer professional and proficient services to members of the public. In our effort to do that, our thrust is now on retraining and reorienting our police officers, particularly those who deal with the public in the charge offices. And we are doing that by ensuring that we get to the charge office, talk to the police officers that interface interface with the general public. We then give them and proffer advice as to how best they can assist the public. And we are doing that at all various charge offices dotted around the country. Why is it that we are focusing on the charge office? The charge office is the first port of call for any person who actually approaches a police station. So this is the place where the first interface with members of the public police actually takes place. And this is the reason why our training is actually focusing on that. When members of the public get to the charge office, we expect police officers to attend to them within a minute of arrival. If they come in a group, we expect the police officers in the charge office to at least find out from members of the public as to what would have prompted them to come to the charge office. And we are also ensuring that the charge office is manned by experienced and professional police officers. In any case, we are now seconding a sergeant or an assistant inspector who is experienced so that quick decisions are actually made in the charge office.
The police is also realigning those manning roadblocks to embrace customer care in their operations.
At roadblocks, we expect police officers to identify themselves. In any case, every police officer at a roadblock should be putting on a shirt or an apparel that actually identifies that police officer. And the police officer is also again to identify the station that he or she comes from. After that, he can then get into the nitty-gritties of the roadblock, what he or she will be checking at a traffic checkpoint. We expect this to be done diligently but with courtesy, so that members of the public don't feel shortchanged when they encounter a roadblock.
We take a short break. Join us in the second segment of Crime Watch. Welcome to the second segment of Crime Watch, and thank you for staying with us. The International Commission for the Prevention of Alcoholism and Drug Dependence recently roped in S03E12 Criminal Investigation Department Drugs and Narcotics Section to educate church congregants on drug abuse. One such campaign was held at Namburiko School grounds at Zivarasekwa 3 in Harare.
Drug abuse is the deliberate intake of a drug for non-medical reasons. That is outside the doctor-patient relationship. If you take a drug, it exerts certain feelings on the pleasure center of the brain, which you, the user, feel are desirable. So each time you want to achieve those previously desired effects, you are bound to take the drug in higher doses and at irregular intervals. The worst thing now is dependence. Your body organs, they seem to function in a normal way under the influence of a drug that you have been abusing. Yakuta life support, pane mafuta anetsa, anozima skin lightening creams. You are gradually washing away the top layer of the skin, not evidence here. Ukaita accident ausoneke. Waye vanonyepera nakuti na yasaloni nekuti ndine weave inopedza makwene achikuzora munhu yeye is destroying you. Musaonobvisa wave iyoyo munosara musina bvudzi musoro.
Some of the participants spoke on their experiences during the campaign.
And we must say no to alcoholism and drugs. Ndo zvimwe zvikuru zvatadzidziswa panapa. Zvanzi tinogona kunge tiri addictive mune zvinhu zvakawanda. WhatsApp, kuona TV stereki, zvese izvozvo i-addiction. Kuda kuve nechinhu chaunenge usingakwanise kusiya unenge wa-addicted.
Tadzidza kuti most of the people vari kutora madrugs ava zviri kuzova-affecta socially. Zvimwe zvacho ndo zviri kukonzeresa kuti pave nema-broken families.
S03E Crime Prevention Unit Bulawayo West recently busted an 8-member syndicate dealing in smuggling of copper wires to South Africa following a tip-off.
As you can see, these are the bags of the copper wires. Also down there, copper wires. The copper wire was being cut into smaller pieces to stash them into bags so that they can smuggle it out of the country. They also stage their copper wire inside tires. As you can see here, they want the law enforcement agents to believe that the tires have got pressure in the spare wheel. As you can see this side, there's a rim, but this side is copper wire.
They are transporting these things to South Africa. These people, they must go to prison. How can you go and imbra tambo against?
ZESA Stakeholder Relations Manager, Mr. Fulad Gwasira, called for a collective approach to fight this scourge.
We're very concerned about the extent of vandalism, especially in the past few years. Theft and vandalism has a serious effect on the economy, in that while ZESA loses millions of dollars, the downturn or the domino effect into the economy is such that the economy as a whole loses billions of dollars due to inability for work staff and companies to produce. We are very happy that the people that have been apprehended in Bulawayo have been brought to book. Our network spans over thousands of kilometers. As a result, we require the assistance of the community to help us in apprehending criminals. We work actively with neighborhood watch committees. We also work very closely with law enforcement agents, particularly the Zimbabwe Republic Police, and we are very happy with the support that we are getting.
It takes you, me, and all of us to stop vandalism. And as such, we encourage members of the public to report any theft of infrastructure and or public utilities to the nearest police station. In a case of the supposed to be holy turning into evil, 2 hypocrite women specializing in stealing at gatherings such as weddings, funerals, or churches were arrested after they stole from church congregants in Waterfalls recently.
We are investigating cases of theft occurring at churches, funerals, and weddings. The accused person were stealing from churches in Guruwe, Chinoi, Dema, Maubra, Waterfalls, only to mention just a few. The accused persons would steal property ranging from cell phones, handbags, cash, and also cosmetics. We managed to arrest the receiver of the stolen property.
Vasikana ava vanotoratidza kuti basa ravo rekutenderera mumachechi vachiita se vachiba zvinhu zvevanhu. Tiri kuyambirawo vamwe vari mumakereke kuti patinoti mavisitors auya tingwarire nekuti vamwe vane zvavanonanga vachiuya kuzoita se kuzotsvaga mumachechi. Ndiri kutenda mapurisa kuti vakatibatsira.
Ngatiti muchechi ukaona wagara nomunhu wasingazivi, ziva kuti ndiani, anobva kupi, muenzi abva kupi. Tina maasha tichatoadzisa kuti munhu wese munyowani ngaatogwe zita rake neadresi nefone number kuitira kuti tigoziva kuti tatine nzinhasi.
Police in Mount Darwin have also arrested an accused person, Abel Mutiwekuziva, aged 32, in connection with theft of car parts, unlawful entry, and theft cases.
These are the implements that the accused was using to commit various cases of theft of car parts in Mount Darwin and Lotito areas. He could use this bended wire, insert it through the grille of the motor vehicle, hook the bonnet cable, and open the bonnet. After opening the bonnet, he could now use these pliers to unscrew the battery from the motor vehicle. In cases where trucks were involved, he could simply use these pliers to unscrew the battery from the truck. We urge members of the public to practice target hardening techniques in their areas by installing alarms in their vehicles. We also urge members of the public to report early to the police so that their sins are attended to in time.
The police managed to recover 27 batteries, an LED television set, and other car accessories and parts. Meanwhile, Abel Mutiwekuziva has been convicted of 31 counts of theft from car, as well as 3 counts of unlawful entry and theft by a Mount Darwin magistrate, Mrs. Rutendo Machena. We take a short break. Join us in the third and final segment. Welcome to the third and final segment of Crime Watch, and thank you for staying with us. As the Z03E intensifies its crackdown on armed robbers, Criminal Investigation Department Homicide Section has once again arrested 8 armed robbers who have been robbing people at their residential places in and around Harare.
Following our last week's story about individuals who hold large sums of money, CID Homicide Harare managed to apprehend criminals who were using this Toyota Hiace behind me as their getaway car. They were also using the Toyota Isuzu as their getaway car. The accused persons pounced on a female. They searched her and took away a lot of cash amounting to about 5,000 US dollars. The female complainant screamed for help, and members of the public moved in to help her, blocked this vehicle, and they started throwing stones, damaging all windows. Following the arrest of these criminals, CID Homicide, through their investigations, made a follow-up and arrested 6 more accused persons who are linked to various cases that were occurring in and around Greater Harare. One of the accused persons was arrested after a high-speed chase and a shootout in one of the suburbs in Harare. It is our advice as the Zimbabwe Republic Police to members of the public to approach these kind of scenarios with caution. Remember, the criminals inside these vehicles will be armed and dangerous. Alert the police for reaction in time.
One of the roles of the police entails that we should create a conducive environment for the viability of businesses through maintaining law and order. However, there is a threat in the insurance industry where a lot of money is being lost through fraudulent insurance claims. Executive Officer, Insurance Council of Zimbabwe, Mr. Oliver Guni, gave an insight on these cases.
The subject of insurance fraud has been a burning issue in Zimbabwe and the world over. Basically, insurance fraud is a deliberate commitment of an act to siphon money out of an insurance contract or insurance policy. In the UK, the expenditure on insurance fraud has been estimated at £30 billion per year. Back home in Zimbabwe, we are sitting on an estimated of 165 million US dollars. Monies that are leaked out in attending and paying these fraud incidents is money that would be better utilized and ring-fenced for developing the economy. So the challenge from an insurance point of view is to bring up a central analytic and investigative authority, which the Insurance Council of Zimbabwe is working on. And we believe the skill, the level of intellect that we have in our police force, yes, can deliver. So it is a call to all stakeholders in the financial space, be they banks, be they insurance companies, to see value in engaging and roping in enforcement agencies, capacitating that constituency in a bid to bring order into blocking the leakages that are happening.
Insurance fraud is a criminal act, and as the Z03E, we continue to support the insurance industry by making sure that all reported cases are thoroughly investigated and perpetrators brought to book in terms of the law. We come to the end of this week's episode of Crime Watch. As a People's Police Service, we abide by our motto, which is pro populo, pro leg, and pro patria, which means for the people, for the law, and for the country. We therefore commit to providing highest quality service to the public, highest professional standards in all our operations, maximum cooperation with the public, the efficient and effective use of all existing resources, accountability and transparency in all our operations, among other attributes. Members of the public are also encouraged to be responsible citizens, and where possible, we encourage you to join our various community policing initiatives in order to help in the fight against crime. From me, Elliot Kanyani, my co-host Victor Kanyaufu on the sign language desk, and the crew behind the scenes, please remember that for a crime-free environment. It takes you and me to work in unison to create that better world for a better Zimbabwe. Until we meet again on the next episode of Crime Watch, be good and responsible citizens. Pleasant viewing.